I feel it's like growing a partnership, a relationship with us Electronica, but also with Wacom members from different divisions. It started really, we were not familiar with each other 2 months ago. We came here, we learned about how Ars Electronica are working, how the team is. So it was a really nice journey, learning about each other together, besides of the projects that we're running.
It was 2 very fun months. I really enjoyed this project. It brought some really cool aspects to the table for us with our drone operations, which were so far pretty choreographed. Now what we're doing is more interactive, and actually the drones are interacting and playing with the humans, with the users, which is super fun and super exciting to develop.
Let's say in the beginning I was a bit skeptical, because as a like me as a person, I'm more like a researcher trying to quantify things, and then I learned about the goal of the project to Kotodama, so where is my soul, and I'm like, okay, how to quantify this? So that was like my first natural instinct as a researcher.
We are not looking for the answers by these key questions, where's my soul, but it's really joint journey together with us and Wacom, and not looking for the right answers, but the journey process itself is meaningful for both of us. So that's I think the point is this key question: where's my soul and where's my Kotodama? There'll be no answers.
The society tends to put artists and creatives into kind of one specific bubble, but in effect we are all creatives, and we prove it every day. So that's one of the things, one of the components of this mission, to basically demystify what is the creativity, because we are really all creatives.
Now, understanding this creation process and really supporting a creative person in his workflows, that's actually the thing where Wacom is now looking into end-to-end. Like, we are not only building products, we also want to build technology that is supporting creative processes.
So as the research seeds, we have 5 concepts, which is Space Ink, AI Ink, Bio Ink, Mind Ink, and Body Ink.
Our collaboration is to deploy the new ideas of Kotodama to society, and creating the environment where people can exchange the meaning of Kotodama and also our humanity itself for our future society. I think that's a definitely unique point this collaboration.
The last workshop, we were really trying to find the right final interface and the right final feeling for the space brush. So for the first approach of how to even control a drone in space, how to even control this 3D brush with the pen in space. From then, we managed to get rather quickly then a good user experience for that, and had a way of really painting with the drone in this 3 dimensions, having the 3 different layers, foreground, background, midground. We were basically where we wanted to be with that approach. And then we took that as a basis actually to move towards the expressive brush, which is this second approach where the drone really responds to your input, where you have on the one hand an immediate response, and on the other hand the drone starts to collaborate with you.
So as we were working with the drones more and more, we found out there's much more to their personality, and they can contribute more. And then we started to play with the idea of using more than one drone. So right now we have a scenario that allow creator to draw, let's say, 1/2 of a symmetrical object, and the second drone will automatically interpret those strokes and add the missing half, the other half, the symmetrical half.
And I actually shared some ideas with Peter. How can we use like features that are normally used in handwriting recognition to understand handwritten text, and now transfer this into more like understanding like the intention of an artist. Like, so how much is the curvature that he's producing in his ink strokes?
So it waits until the brushstroke is done and then reacts to that. And it doesn't just simply mirror it, but it transforms it. It reacts to it, interprets it with different colors, slightly altered paths, and so on. Our third prototype we called Collaborative Brush, and it takes the idea of immediate direct control that we have in the Space Brush and turns it into an experience for two artists who interact at the same time. So now we have two drones or brushes that can be moved in 3D space by the two artists, and of course this creates a tension, both in terms of coordinating what to draw and in terms of available space. To solve this, we added collision avoidance to the system, meaning that if the artists would send the drones on a collision course, the drones now correct this by themselves, and of course they change the drawing in the process. And we found that this leads to very interesting dynamics of playful conflict and cooperation.
We sometimes focus too much on the resolving artwork, but there are two different things. There's an act of sketching and there's a sketch itself. And I believe that the act of sketching plays a much bigger role than the final artwork, because this is where it's the moment where the ideas are born.
We try to create creatively a new mode, a new format, how to collaborate, how to work, how to cope with a world that is entirely changed. And the world, the same change is true for every nation, for every people, for every man and woman on the world. And this, I think, delivers a very, very strong global force and energy to create an inspiring way how to combine all these experiences that we had and also what we have lost during those times. We want to, of course, come closer again. And now we are working on so many different levels to create or reinforce new formats and new tools, new materials. And I think that this inspirational energy that is there with everybody that you can talk at the moment, this gives a very, very strong wind into the sails of such a research collaboration that we are running at the moment.